children of Noah? Who are his children? Noah. So Rashi asks, what do you mean Noah? His children are Shem, Ham, Yafet. What do you mean told Noah? Says Rashi, you ever heard about the Orach Chaim, Rab Chaim Ben Attar from Morocco? No? The Hasidim say, Rabbi Cassel tonight is a Hasid. The Hasidim say that it was Mashiach ben Yosef. It was big stuff. 250 years ago. Big stuff. You ever heard about his children? Grandchildren? You ever heard about them? There's a good reason you never heard about them, because they don't exist. He didn't have children. They don't have children. But everybody knows about the Orach Chaim, about his books. Right? Says Rashi, you should know, when you live in this world, your children don't mean anything. All you live in this world is your action, your good deeds. Ele toldo Noach. Who are his children? Noach is tzaddik, that's it. You're tzaddik, that's what's going to be left, nothing else. Now something interesting. Orach Chaim, I mentioned Orach Chaim. It says ele, the Gemara says ele always means only this and nothing else. It says Orach Chaim, ele toldo Noach. You know who Noach took care of? Noah, that's it, himself. He only took care of himself. He didn't go out to help others. He saw other people stealing. There was a lot of happy people, I guess, at this time. There was a lot of immorality. What did Noach do about it? Zero. Ele toldo Noach. You know, what did Noach do? Just Noach, that's it. He only took care of himself. Opposite, this week we're talking about, the whole parasha is talking about? Abraham, the Rambam writes, he had 10 of thousands of students. You think he had a little hut, a little house with like 3-4 Joshua? No. He had his own currency. He was so big that he had his own mini country, Abraham Avinu. And everybody believed in God. He introduced the concept of God to the world. That was Abraham. Do you know anybody who impacted tens of thousands of people? Rambam said Abraham Avinu impacted tens of thousands of people. Do you know anybody, by the way, anything I'm saying right now, I never prepared it. It's just coming to my mind as I'm talking to you. Do you know anybody that brought to Teshuvah, brought to Hashem tens of thousands of people? Do you know anybody?
Yes.
Who?
Rabbi Yosef Rabbani.
No. Do you know anybody? Seriously now. Seriously. So I tell you, I know one person, my Rosh Yeshiva in Brooklyn. He did. And he called them Rabbi Raful. Syrian. Where is Mrs. Tarani? Right, Syrian. Shout out to you. Rabbi Raful, I know him. He did bring tens of thousands of people like Avraham Avinu. And I know somebody else. I know somebody, the organization that goes around the world. They have, I couldn't believe the numbers. Just in North America, 120 locations. By the way, JLounge is part of their organization as well. We want out of 120 in America, in Russia, in Ukraine. I don't know how you do that. Russia and Ukraine together. Azerbaijan, South Africa, South America. I think Rabbi Cassel doesn't even know. Switzerland. I went there. There was an Olami in Geneva, where I come from. And I mean, in Italy, they say wherever there's Coca-Cola, there's Chabad, and wherever there's Chabad, there's Olami. That's how it goes. You got it? And that's tens of thousands of people. And who's in charge of all these people? The man sitting there, Rabbi Avi Cassel, in charge of hundreds. You know what the budget of Olami is yearly? He told me $70 million. $70 million. Just, I met the owner of Olami, Mr. Wolfson. I met him once and asked him, very humble. I parked by his car. I parked by his house. I had a meeting with him, and I parked there. I look at the house. I'm like, is this the house? I call my contact, Jackie, Yaakov Barzider. Are you sure you gave me the right address? He's like, sure, I'm sure. I'm looking again. I call him again. Are you sure you gave me the right address? I go in, for a billionaire, you expect a house. Nah, simple house. The man, Anav, humble. And I asked him, I said, Mr. Wolfson, I want to know. He's a businessman. I think his father invented hedge fund. Is that right? He invented the concept of hedge fund. He was the first man who brought weapons to Israel, from America to Israel. He convinced the senators and the congressmen. He was very influential. He's a man that helped Israel. The state of Israel probably wouldn't exist without him. So he's a guy. I ask him, what pushes you to give that up, and he's involved in it like there is no tomorrow. I guess, is that right? 50% of his time probably he's putting just in this. I'm like, what pushes you to do this? He told me one short sentence. He told me Hashem's children are in that situation. I'm not going to help. Like, so simple, so humble. And that was it. And for me, that was a lesson. You know, last week, it was, who passed away last week? Whose yard side was it? Rabbi said, that's right. That's you. Rabbi Yosef. Was it Jude Bet Cheshvan? Is that right? When was it?
Shabbat.
So he passed away 12 years ago. And I want to read for you a piece. This is Taharat Habayit. This is a book that's written about, you know, when you get married, but that's when you all get married. You have to keep Taharat HaMishpacha. You have to go to the mikveh. You have to make sure, you know. And he wrote the first book for Sfardis. There's many books that are written for Ashkenazis. But for Sfardis, very few. Actually, my Rosh Hashiva asked him to write this book for Sfardis. Rabbi Raful, I mentioned before, yes? So he wrote that book for Sfardis. In the introduction, it's here, I brought it. Anyone who speaks Hebrew could read later. He says that in the month of Elul, he used to go from place to place. He would take a helicopter and go. Rabbi Cassel, something to think about. A helicopter to go. He would go 5-6 places, 5-6 towns a night in the month of Elul. He would go with Rabbi Kaduri. You ever saw those pictures? Rabbi Wagner and Kaduri together in a helicopter. They would go from place to place, and they would say Shema Yisrael, Hashem Melech. He would speak and would bring people to Teshuvah. One night he comes home at 2-3 a.m. He's like, my sister, Hajj. Tell them what's Hajj. Hajj is good. Hajj, that's it. Enough. I want to write my Sefarim. You know the books Rabbi Wagner wrote over 52 books. I think you check it up. I think the books, the Jewish books that are the most sold after our scroll Chumash, I think are the books of Rabbi Wagner. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's correct. So he wrote a lot of books. And he said, listen, I want to write books. I'm tired. I come home at 2 a.m. I'm exhausted. So he said, I have to choose. I have to pick what I want to do. He decided that night he's not going to do this business anymore of taking helicopters and this and that. He's going to focus on what? Writing books. At night he goes to sleep. Who comes to his dream? It's not a story that I read a book. It's a story that he wrote himself in his introduction. Okay? It's not third hand. Who comes to his dream? The Ben Ish Chai. Ben Ish Chai, you ever heard about the Ben Ish Chai? Rabbi Yosef Chaim from Baghdad. He comes to his dream and he tells him, he said, he takes a book that he was writing, Rabbi Omer, and he looks at him and says, beautiful. You wrote beautiful. A lot of times he disagrees on the Ben Ish Chai. And he tells him, you wrote beautiful. He said, no. And what's going on with going from place to place? So Rabbi Wagner tells him, you know, Hajj, enough, I want to write books. The Ben Ish Chai tells him, you're making a mistake. He said, you writing books is very important. As important it is for Hashem, when you go and get people, when you gather the people, and you talk about Torah and so on and so forth, that's as important as your books. And he says, our place is in Olam Haba. I don't have enough time. I took a lot of time already. I brought you the Zohar. Maybe we'll do it in the next class. The Zohar writes what a level a person reaches when he's involved in outreach. He goes and helps others. Levels that no other tzaddik could reach. No others. There are 13 levels in Olam Haba that are reserved for those people. So he told him, this is the only way you're going to be a perfect person. So go back to it. And he said the next day he got up and he was re-energized to go, learn, teach. And that's what Hashem wants. I think with that introduction, we have Rabbi Cassel. I think we owe the whole Jewish nation owe him big time. Big time. Not just us. You know, they help us a lot with funding and guiding us. But the entire Jewish nation, all around the world, owe him big time. Please, some rows of applause for